Hey everybody, Darcy Lucier here. Want to just do a quick video to show you how easy it is to publish websites from Visual Studio 2013 up to Windows Azure, and with the help of the new Azure SDK 2.2. So I have a website here. It's my James Chambers karaoke fan site. James Chambers is an ASP.NET MVP here from Canada, and let me tell you, the guy has some singing chops. So I want to share the love of James out to the internets. And how am I going to do that? Well, I already have an Azure account. And I'm actually already signed in. Just to show you, in case you haven't seen this, if you go to the Tools menu here in Visual Studio, and I'll just zoom in here really quick, you'll see that down here we've got a Connect to Windows Azure option. And when you select that, it's actually going to come up with a login screen. You put in your information, and now you're connected from Visual Studio directly to Azure. If you look over here in the Server Explorer, you'll see that I actually have Windows Azure added on next to Data Connections and Servers node. And I can access any of the services that I have set up within Windows Azure. So it just so happens that one of the options is websites. Now, if you haven't looked into Azure websites yet, you really should. There's actually a free option where you can create free websites up onto Azure. There is an Azure websites.net domain that any website you put gets attached to, and then you basically just add on what you want to be called at the beginning and then .azurewebsites.net. But if you want to check out new technology, you just need a sandbox to play in. Maybe you want to put something up to demo to clients. Maybe you want to put something up as proof of concept, or maybe you just want to have, like what I did, a dedicated blog. I have one called Surface at Work, and I didn't want to go through the hassle of setting it up with a hosting provider or anything like that. It is just kind of something fun on the side. I was able to set it up really quickly, and it's actually a WordPress site, which is one of the platforms that Azure supports. So definitely check out Azure websites if that's something new to you. That's what we're going to use this. This is going to be a free site that we're going to post, and you'll notice that I've already created the James Chambers karaoke fan site, but let me just show you how I did that. So if you right click on websites, you can go add new site, and that's going to bring up another dialog here. And this is a dialog where you enter in your site name, which location you want, so that's selecting which Azure data center you want it stored in, a database service you require one, etc. So we're going to keep this nice and simple. We're going to enter in a site name just to show you what happens. Any site name will do. And what it's going to do is it's going to go and just check to see if that's available. And if I set create, then it's going to go ahead and it's going to create it and add it to my little websites node here. Because we've already created this, I'll just double click and show you what the screen looks like. So this gives us some configuration options. We can stop the website, restart it. We have a few website settings like the .NET version. We can manage connection strings, we can manage application settings, all from within Visual Studio. Now, that's great. We've got the infrastructure set up, but now I want to actually publish my website. So here it is. It's all there. And there is a publish option here. But when I go into the publish option, it needs a profile to do this. Now, luckily, there's an option here. If I go back over onto the Server Explorer and I right-click on the website in Azure, I can download publish profile. So I'm going to do that. And so now when I go over here and I say publish, I'm going to say import. I'm going to import the file. It's down here in my downloads. I'm going to select it. It'll say OK. It's going to populate all that information for me, which is fantastic. I'm going to say publish. And away it goes. And check it out. There's our website. And that was easy. That's all it took. And, this video I'm looking at it, we're just under 5 minutes right now, and I did a whole lot of talking. So if you take all of that out, you see how easy it is to take a website that you've got and push it up into Azure websites, all from within Visual Studio 2013 without having to hit the Azure Web Portal. Again, if you want to do more advanced configuration than that, that's obviously open to you, but at its base, at its core, at its most simplest, this is really all that's entailed. So fantastic tool set. Go check it out. Check me out on my blog, geekswithblogs.net/dlussier, D-L-U-S-S-I-E-R. You can find me on Twitter. I'm Darcy_Lucier. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Happy Azuring and ASP.netting.